This is Tired Gents Podcast, episode 15. No music. Let's go. And we are live. Oh my goodness. On a what are we at? Oh my goodness. It's Saturday night. I like the way you move, pretty ladies.
It's 10:45. It's way past my bedtime.
I am so thrilled as we are again testing with this remote experience, but we've got some lovely guests with us today. We've got the lovely Megan Jayme hyphenated Brain, but she just goes by Brain because I enforce it. No, she chose that name. Megan, say hi to Tired Nation.
Hello, my friends in Tired Gents Nation. I'm repping my hoodie that my husband did not force me to purchase.
Shameless plug number one. And north of her, she can't see the box layout, but we've got a very, very well-known person in the Twitterverse. I don't even know Instagram. I'm not really doing that thing anymore. But Lyndsi, welcome to the show. No problem.
Hi, thanks for having me.
Anytime. And as laggy and glitchy as this turns out, it can only get better. That is the saying of Tired Gents. It can only get better. Just like husbands, we can only get better. We can only get better. So, like I said, I'm very, very grateful of... Lyndsi, like, what is husband Mark doing at this glorious 10:46 hour on a Saturday night?
Join him in a marble game.
Oh, now, marble! Actually. I know. I'm preventing you from marble. Megan, what are you waiting to do?
Go to sleep.
Well.
Oh, I'm drinking.
Oh, hey, this is a 14A edition. I got to shout out my Griffins.
Sorry.
That's okay. Once you're of the age, yes, it's not illegal. You got to consume responsibly. And as always, I have to shout out my unofficial sponsor, the West Kelowna Warriors of the BCHL, led by their heroic general manager and president, Christopher Laurie, who I will be attending the Christopher Laurie Invitational this coming July. Stay tuned, friends. And I'm waiting for that jersey in the mail there, Mr. Laurie. Waiting for that jersey. But we got to get right into it. The clock is keeping me accountable. We've got 27 minutes to run the gambit. But Oilers talk. Lyndsi, we kind of texted a little bit. We said, fingers crossed. A big win tonight. What happened, Lyndsi? What happened?
I gave up after 3-0, so I'm not actually sure what happened in the rest of the game.
You know, I walked by as we were doing all these tests. I saw 5-0. 5-0.
Yeah, I don't want to talk about them tonight. I don't want to talk about them tonight.
But you know what? Like this is like arrogant Oiler fan Greg, where it's like, it's no big deal. We're making playoffs anyways. I don't care about this game. We're making playoffs. And I'm glad it's not affecting our draft standings. It's like, yeah, we're gonna make the playoffs, so it doesn't matter to me.
And Flames aren't. So.
Exactly, and Flames aren't. So good for them. Like, you know, this is like when you let your kid win in basketball on the driveway, and you're like, good job, way to go, Jack, way to go, William.
You never let our kids win.
I never let them win. Of course.
No.
I play for keeps, Megan. I play for keeps. That's why you married me.
I try to win, but Adeline legitimately beats me every time. So
she is superstar. She is.
She's a star.
So we didn't like the way the Flames game went. Megan, you kind of were watching it out of the corner of your eye as you were, you know, doing your thing. Anything that stood out to you while you were watching the Oilers game other than us sucking this game?
Well, you know, I'll be honest. I didn't watch a ton. I was folding clothes.
It's okay.
And putting children to bed and cleaning so that I could be on this podcast
tonight. It was a team effort. Don't get a cat.
So but I did see a couple of things, like, for an example, I think that we had a couple of missed opportunities that if we would have actually capitalized on them, for an example, I saw, um, a
Right off the
miss.
start. That was Dominic Cahoon.
Yeah.
Just kind of, it went up over the glass.
Yeah.
Great little play by Larson to get it on net there. But I'm excited that you picked up on that. Well done.
What, are you doubting me now that you asked me to be on this podcast?
I know. I'm just
doubting.
excited that you pick up on the small things. Like, that's like Gregor doesn't even pick up on those things. Come on, he's just worried about stick length.
We would have maybe capitalized on one of those opportunities, then it might have been a different game. But we didn't, and
it does build character.
They just got back on a road trip, and they've been. This is what their third game in 4 days, I think. Back to back, but it's their fourth one or third one, and Calgary rested. Calgary's had the week off.
What? Break. He just needed a little break. Well, maybe that's what.
Hey. Come on now. We're saving that content for a little bit later. We're zeroed in on sport talk. This is why the hashtag femme fatales, they look good, but they talk even a better game when it comes to sport. That's why we love them even more. So we can agree. We'll give the Oilers a pass tonight. They get a week off. They don't have to play the COVID Canucks until, I think, Friday. And then after that, smooth sailing, maybe into Winnipeg and rattle off some more wins. But we got to quickly. Yeah. We'll jump in to the Jays. Okay, Blue Jays, let's play ball. Currently 14-1. I did just pull that up. I'm excited. 14-1, 13 hits through 8, or 7, I guess, as we're hosting in Buffalo, our home away from home. Mm-hmm. The Angels, I see glaring 3 errors. I can only imagine Mike Trout, a real big fan of that, and his millions and millions that he's making. But it's nice to see the Jays with a comfortable lead, knowing that we're going to be 4-5.
15.
Oh, 15.
15-1.
I like this live talk. So, Megan, I want to start it off with you. I'm kind of putting me on the spot here. A little revamped Jays by our favorite general manager, Ross Atkins, not of the Atkins diet, but what do you like most about the Jays roster this year? Players, go. Give me.
Well, I don't know too much, I'll be honest. But I do know and feel that we have a pretty well-rounded team this year. And from the we are pretty strong across the board. Mm-hmm. The only thing that I want to take away from today, I don't know, I'm going a little off topic, is can we talk about that one guy who went for a fly ball and it hit him right in the head?
We saw that on the misplays. I think that was a Chicago White Sox center fielder. But those are the moments that you and I and Lyndsi, I'm sure back in the ESSC days where we took home championships like it was nothing, we make that play every single time. But why did these guys, why making $7 million a year, why can't they just fend off the sun with their $600 pair of Oakleys?
To my friends, my Irma Tigers, I wore this hat today just to give them a shout out because I know some of your the beautiful Irma, mm-hmm. Alberta, where I made a debut in Irma, and we definitely were making those fly ball catches out there.
And as you say, Irma Tigers, like Kyle Parsons' ears just naturally perk up, and he's like full on like meerkat mode, just like, what's going on? I heard Irma, I heard the Tigers. Are we playing? We got a set against I don't know, Weyburn, Saskatchewan coming up anytime soon. So I don't know. Shout out Irma Tigers. I miss those days going out to the softball mecca of the world. But one day soon, we'll make our way back there to play some ball. Lyndsi, your takes on the revamped Blue Jays of this year, which I'll add, come in this season with a power ranking of 7th of all 30 Major League Baseball teams.
I am super excited for this season. Whether or not they're going to be or World Series going to be, I don't know, but I'm not going to be surprised if we make playoffs, like fairly easily. But even in the next couple of years, this team is going to be so much fun to watch. Just a lot of power.
So much fun to watch.
It'll be
Now I know I can speak for Megan. Like, we've been to a few of the Seattle Mariner Jays games back in the day. Lyndsi, have you ever gone down to Seattle or ever gone to watch the Jays play in any shape or form?
Yeah, that was actually Blue Jays, but like some.
Right. Oh, sorry. Did you say this was last week? Because they do anything they want down in Texas. Was it? So next Texas road trip.
No, this is.
I'm currently digging a hole from Edmonton down to the States. So wherever the Jays go for playoffs, we just gotta. It's like Shawshank Redemption, just like one little chip at a time. Megan's never seen Shawshank Redemption. Have you seen Shawshank and Lyndsi? Little off topic. You've never seen Shawshank. The viewers are good.
And I only laugh.
Unbelievable.
It's his favorite.
Unbelievable. All right. Well, we can.
Marcus, you know that just saying.
Well, I know. Every time it's on TBS back in the day, I'm there for 4 hours with commercials. Leave me alone.
And hold on, Lyndsi just said she got to see Estrada. He's a looker.
Well, where is he playing now? In like Saskatchewan baseball, or like is he even employed in North America?
Does he actually play anymore?
I have no idea. But solid for the year and a half.
Handsome.
He was
There's pretty much nobody left on the roster that we went to see this years ago.
You know, Megan, if you Google while I'm talking, like George Springer, Lyndsi, George Springer, does he turn heads? Is it?
I already said it in my Instagram stories that George Springer is such a babe.
Whoa! You heard it here first, Time Nation. We need to look more like George Springer. All right, so start doing some squats. Get rid of those mocha lattes. Megan.
Yeah, he's a babe.
Is he kind of Bridgerton material, Megan?
No, you can't compare. You has to. Never mind. But yeah, he's a looker. Lyndsi, did you ever get into Bridgerton?
Nope.
Oh my.
Well, that's great, Lyndsi, because we cannot divert from this hectic schedule. I know. So you know what? It's going to lead a perfect segue here. I've titled it Girl Power. All right. And so this is, one of my jealousy inside me during the COVID lockdown. I guess we're living our best life these days. We're back at school and everything and trying to live our life. But going back a few months ago, I'd be upstairs trying to mind my own business because Megan was downstairs on the couch or the chair, and she was FaceTime with you and Alex and all of them and just living their best life. And the girls would just talk. So I just titled it Girls Power. So I'm going to turn it over to you. I got to plug in my power source real quick, or else this is going to go to shoot real quick. But here's a topic real quick. Most handsome athletes out there. Go.
Okay.
He's cute. He's a little too
perfect.
Yeah. But I do screen somewhere this to you, buddy. He's still younger than F-bomb looks like a baby.
Oh no, he does. Oh god.
Dude. Well, I was telling you like that, like I think out of like I like players might have.
And overall, like looks wise, they're like to find a good looking hockey player easy.
No.
Its needs have been. Bring back.
Show off their abs. Yeah. What like this and
like Henrik Lundqvist. Like he is GQ.
No.
Like he had the heart condition. He might still come back in a capacity with the Washington Capitals, but he is GQ'd to the nines. And for the ladies out there that don't know, like he's got a twin. He's got a twin brother. There's two Henrik Lundqvists out there. And good Lord, like that is 5 o'clock shadow all day, all night. And I'm just saying, that's a good looking dude. He's a good looking dude. Sheldon Surrey. Wow. The pride of Elk Point, Alberta. Just wow. No love for Eric Belanger, though, hey? No. Okay. Well, we'll just move on from Eric casually. We'll take a taxi away from the situation, and we'll just piano ourselves onto the next conversation. I see what I did there. See, it was smooth. I wasn't privy. I was like on my hands and knees trying to plug in. Like this plug for the MacBook is just ridiculous into this one cord. So, but I'm so glad I didn't have to hear everything. And that was the best part, because when I would be upstairs, I would hear a little bit. I would hear Sam. Sam would just always be chiming in over Amy's shoulder, but we don't have him here. So that's a blessing and a curse at the same time. But okay. Did we get enough girl power out of the handsome boys? Did you chat enough about the handsome boys? Okay.
Go on hours, but it's
sure.
your show.
Okay, so I'm gonna kind of two birds, one stone. I'm gonna get two birds stoned at once, Lyndsi. Here. We're gonna combine girl power and some rapid fire questions. And so my first one is to Lyndsi. Go back to junior high, Lyndsi. Mm-hmm. What sports were you playing in junior high?
Megan and I were playing volleyball.
Did it. Grade 8, yeah.
Yeah.
So and what was the team name?
And
what was the name?
And
the Lancers.
There
you go.
Together? We did that?
Oh, we were badminton partners, weren't we?
Yeah. That's something for sure.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Megan, similar question, but if it wasn't school sports in junior high, were you doing anything outside of school, sports-wise?
Well, I played some pretty fastball growing up. like I said, shows. I would, yeah, much all I did was play sports. Multi-sport athlete over here. That's what.
We like
That's
that.
what's
We
the
like that in the
best.
household. All right, so follow-up question to Lyndsi first here, going back to sports, junior high. I'm presuming you played sports in high school. Okay, so why play sports? What made you want to play sports?
Just so busy. It's so much. Oh my God.
You are. And now the husbands get to corral all the kids on the sidelines and play volleyball with them. I love it. I love it. I can't wait to go back to Saville days and watching. What is it? The what's the team name these days? Serves and curves. Well, that's a really good reason why to play sports. Megan, do you want to add on to that? Why play sports? There was a lot of other things you could have been hanging out at the mall or doing whatever. Why did you play sports?
And the we're actually gaining from that, and just the teamwork that your best player, but also knowing when you are the best player and needs to rely on you to run or to get that big hit or whatever it is. It just, yeah, it's it. I would say it defines who I am. It defines who Lyndsi is. It defines who you are. It makes up a big part of who we are. So it means a lot.
That's a great.
That was really in depth.
That's a good answer. Like,
I'm tired.
You're tired. Don't be tired. Come on, don't be so modest. Okay, that was kind of like deep in the sense that
Sorry, that was a little too deep for the podcast.
It was my Sigmund Freud moment. I was yes,
lighten it up
sing to the time you were a child, and no, but more than ever, and maybe there's some young people of the female genre. I think it's more important than ever to hear from two amazing women that still continue to play sports and talk sports and still live their life and do so many other cool things. But it's okay. It doesn't make you manly. It doesn't whatever the stereotypes are. And I think it's really important for people to know that and understand that. And Megan, I'll tell you, that's one of the most endearing qualities of you, your ability to play, because I'm a little competitive too, and I need that other competitiveness to fulfill my side. How's Mark in his competitiveness, Lyndsi? Is he a competitive guy?
Mark's even more competitive than all of us.
He's the most competitive. He's mean, like to me, because we're never on the same team. And he's mean to me because he's so competitive. Drives
I
me
knew
crazy.
the answer. I just wanted to hear it from you. That's why I love Mark so much. He is like when we get like our slow pitch team back together, like when we get the band back together, like those other teams better watch out. Like we are gunning for it. Like We'll have TGP jerseys for sure, and I'll be doing a podcast on the side in between at bats while you and Megan and Heidi and whomever the other females are crushing, while every other guy on the other team's like move in, and our girls hit better than the guys on the team. Shout out Ryan Taylor, hitting 9th in order. We know it's okay. It's not, the truth is the truth. Hey, he's a quality utility. He's a utility infielder. Right now, he's currently hoping that Rock does not wake up. He doesn't see that red line go tilt, and he's like, "Oh no, again." All right. Okay, let's have some more fun here with some rapid fire. Lyndsi, are you more of the minivan mom, or are you more of the drop top convertible mom?
Whoa, so extreme. If I had to pick one, I think I would probably say the more minivan one.
Megan, same question.
Only because it's a drop top.
Well, a drop top, like convertible. Maybe it's a Lexus hardtop convertible. That's okay. Like
that I can take.
Megan, are you the minivan mom, or are you the drop top mom?
Do you want me the Lexus?
I don't mean it in any other way. I just meant like personality wise, like. You like living fast and furious?
Like, yeah, Lyndsi actually nailed it on the head right there. Like, I would like to be the Lexus mom, but I am the minivan mom. Without a shot, we own a minivan.
That's true. We do. Shout out Honda Odyssey. You know, probably better question would have been like minivan or like 4x4 off-road mom. Maybe that.
But also, side note to the young ones, go anywhere in a minivan, you'll never get pulled over.
Exactly, right? You're not there to cause problems.
Yeah.
We're just in a minivan.
Totally.
Exactly.
Lyndsi and I have lots of stories from high school.
Shout out Ford Aerostars. Ford Aerostars in high school. Woof. If I could only drive a Ford Aerostar now at 1 a.m., let's be honest, I'm sleeping, but geez. Maybe in those pictures that I was sending over from the 2007s there with the puka shells and the popped collars, Ford Aerostars would have been the better way to travel. Okay,
oh my God.
A couple more rapid fire questions here. Lyndsi, favorite? You go into the gas station, you need a quick little candy fix, chip fix, chocolate fix. What are you getting?
Anything. Well, it depends on the day.
Okay.
I feel like I can answer these questions for Lyndsi.
Well, this is not like a dating show or a couples show. So, Megan, you have to be quiet.
I think it would do well, though, if it was.
What would you say?
What does Lyndsi get, Megan?
Dill pickle chip.
Oh, I love dill pickle chips.
I know.
I probably would. I'd scan everything over, make sure I didn't want anything, and I'd always go back to my dill pickle chips.
Right? I know.
True.
Okay, Megan. So she's getting dill pickle chips. We got another $1.40 in my pocket. What are you getting?
I know what she's getting.
What is she getting, Lyndsi?
5-cent candies.
Okay, now is she getting the sugar or the sour or the gummies or the sours? Or she's getting a mixture?
Yeah. Yeah.
Megan, you got to give me your top 3 5-cent candies. Go.
Oh. Peaches.
Like I know it's kind of lame, but I do like the old Coke bottle. Is that lame?
Oh, I love Coke bottles.
Okay, those are good. I know. What else I don't even know. I just like them all. I like that. Like there's like one that's a watermelon, I think.
Yeah. And then sour peaches.
Oh yeah, sour peaches are good. I even like the odd blue whale. Like I don't want too many blue whales, but like one.
Nobody wants too many blue whales.
No, but like one. Yeah. And like Swedish berries. I'll eat all the Swedish berries. I kind of want some 5-cent candies now, babe. Can you go get some?
After, I'll just hop in the minivan, right, Lyndsi? Nothing's gonna happen. I'll just hop in the minivan. It'll be fine. The students at school, I was pretty sure I was gonna get. Although I got to shout out one. Well, she probably doesn't want me to say her name, but she did get me some Lindt chocolates for my birthday going into spring break. So that was really nice of her. because I do like Lindt chocolates, but Mike and Ike's, that's on my number one these days. I love Mike and Ike's.
Oh.
And then sour Skittles, number 2.
Oh.
And then number 3,
I'm gonna say this.
Gobstoppers. Oh, I love Gobstoppers so much.
I could have like 2.
What?
But then I'm good.
Oh, then we can party together because I'm going to have the rest and it's going to be okay.
It'll be fun. Good team.
But we would fight over a dill pickle chip bag for sure. And Megan knows I'm going to eat all of the 5-cent candies that she puts in the pantry because I'm the biggest raccoon in the house.
Oh, yeah. That's why I don't buy any anymore.
Hey, you know, as I was thinking of these like 5-cent candies, you know what the kids are really never going to understand, whether it's COVID related or just the change of the times, is picking through each box and like putting it into your bag. Now you just buy like the pre-wrapped 5-cent candies always. And like kids never. What's that?
Can you not do?
No, they're gone. Like it's all just like. It's just a standard, like, here's your gummy bag. You can get sour gummy bag. You can get more of the, just like the gummy bag, or you can get assorted. But you cannot just go because you'll die. It's COVID.
Lyndsi was ahead of all the germ and infection and COVID stuff. She would never let me share her water. Never. I would be like, anyone can have my water. I don't care. If you need water, take it. Lyndsi I would be dying of thirst on the volleyball court, and she would be like, well, do you have a straw? I'm like, no. She wouldn't let me drink her water.
Well, she's probably the healthiest one out there then.
Germs are good.
Germs are good. All right. We had some fun with rapid fire, but we gotta come like full circle here. Because one of my main ride or dies, you know, he is one of the co-hosts, although you wouldn't know that because he's on none of the episodes. My boy Tay, aka Ryan Taylor, right now, he's having some issues putting his baby boy Rockford down to sleep. So this is the dad advice portion. And I thought, who better to ask than 2 amazing moms that have raised 2 and 3 children alike. First of all, let's start with sleep. Advice to all the dads out there. How do you get your firstborn to sleep? Lyndsi, you're up. Go.
Well, people might call me a bad
That's
mom.
All right. There's no judging. This is the trust tree right now.
I enjoyed the cry it out method. Although I only had to do it one time. And then after that, she was an amazing sleeper. My first was such a good sleeper, I can't really complain. My second, not so much. But my first one, I let her cry it out. I cleaned the oven while she did it because it was driving me crazy, obviously. But it happened one time. And it was at nap time, so it wasn't too bad. But you got to put them to bed awake. Okay. Always put them to bed awake.
And when you say cry it out, what are we talking? Like 10 minutes cry it out? 20 minutes cry it out? An hour cry it out?
You gotta kind of use your own distinction. If it comes to the point where they're,
She sounds like a real estate agent right now, there, Megan. She just.
I know. No, I would probably say. I mean, I don't know what the limit is because I let her do it until she stopped, and I don't think it was that long. Maybe 25 to a half hour.
Agree or disagree? Having noise canceling earbuds helps with the letting them cry it out.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go.
For sure. But then also, if you're doing the cry it out method, you never go back and pick them up. If you know that they're fed and they've changed and they're all good, you know all that. You go in, just soothe their back, just rub their back until they settle a little bit, and leave again. Never pick them up.
Because I was thinking, you have your earbuds in, you fire up an episode of Gents podcast, you let it go for about 40 or so minutes, and your baby's gonna be sleeping by then, right? Right.
Yeah.
All right.
I mean, yeah.
Yeah, so pretty much. Okay, so Megan, you're kind of shaking your head a little bit. You were nodding. Let's turn it over to Megan, aka the sleep mamba of mothers. How do you get the babies to sleep? Go.
Well, step number 1, Tay. Get rid.
Direct.
Get rid the baby monitor. Throw that thing in the garbage. You don't need a baby monitor. The baby, you will hear your baby cry. They will cry. You will hear them. You do not need to see them cry. There's no need. So we had a baby monitor for Jack. Don't get me wrong. It was our first. We had a baby monitor. And we might have even plugged it in for Will. I don't quite remember. We never plugged it in for Ben because we could hear him cry. So when you hear him cry, start this method of what Lyndsi kind of said is the cried out method, and how Greg and I did it. And it sucks the first night. With Jack, he cried for, I think it was 2 hours in the first night. But we let him cry for 15 minutes. We went in, we gave him a little back rub. Greg would lie on the floor. We stayed for about 5 minutes and then we left. And then we let him cry for another 15. And then we went back. It was only about an hour. And then on the third night, he didn't wake up. And it sucked for 1 to 2 nights. It really sucked. But throw out your baby monitor. You don't need a baby monitor.
You actually need it more when they're older, so you can keep it
right. More.
That's actually.
Yeah. I think you hit it right on the head there. You got to get rid of the baby monitor. And
they stress me out. They stress me out.
They do.
Yeah.
It's just like
the videos he was sending me was stressing me out. I would just see it. It was like a music that just like going way over the threshold, and I'm just like, just turn it off. Just hit the power button. Go boom like that. I don't know. Yeah. But we love Rockford. He's he's probably a future viewer, subscriber of the podcast, so we don't want to say anything bad about him. He's growing, I'm sure. But Tay, I hope you got some sound advice from the queens of sleep over here. All right, now final question for dads out there, that are with amazing women that they're lucky enough to call their wives. What is the one thing that we don't do enough of, that we don't even know, but you just wish we did, and you don't want to tell us, but you just wish we would do it? Lyndsi, you're processing that information right now. So it's like, Mark, you should have. I don't even want to tell you, but you just should have done it more. Or just men in general, get your what together and just do it already. What are we not doing enough of, Lyndsi?
Oh,
it could be with kids, it could be with the wife, it could be with in general, just happy wife, happy life. That's what they say, but we're not very smart when it comes to that stuff. So this is where you got to help us out.
I can't even tell you anything, Greg, because honestly, Mark literally does everything that I didn't even know needed to be done.
Oh my!
Like he's definitely a one in a trillion. He knows what I need before I do.
All right.
And
so
and even with
okay, so Mark is the GOAT. He is the Tom Brady. Megan called me the Tom Brady, but clearly I'm not. Mark is the Tom Brady of husbands. So now one side question to Lyndsi. Okay, what does Mark do that other guys that, like, you hear your girlfriends talk about, Megan is complaining about, me about, that it's like, Mark does it. I don't understand why everybody else does it. What's like the one or two things that just makes everything that much easier? Remember, this is a 14A show. 14A show.
Yeah. No, like he comes home from work. If he's home before me, he's starting supper. Or if I cook supper, he always does the dishes. He always cleans up the kitchen, and then he always goes straight to the kids and he plays with. He's got them play, like he gets his time with him. He tucks them in at night. He does all the routines. And if we're doing it like every night, me and him do lunches together. He'll never just leave it for me to do, or if he's busy. And then he's coaching soccer on top of that. He's going to get extended certifications so that he can stay coaching at a certain level with Adeline. And even when they're not coaching, he's out on the field with her, making sure that he's working on all their stuff that she needs to work on. Like, literally does everything. He'll vacuum.
Oh my goodness.
All the time.
Like I'm gonna have to get a back tattoo of Mark now. I've figured it out. I need a back tattoo of Mark. He is officially.
I get massages all the time.
So,
like, literally, he'll scratch my back every time I ask him. He'll rub my back every time I ask him. He'll just.
Yeah.
So my question is, would you ever consider husband swap?
Wow. Not with me. Not with me. Just like that show, that ABC show, like wife swap. But would you give up Mark for a week so that he could go and teach somebody and then put up with some like just lug?
No, because
I'm saying husband swap with me.
No.
But people normally do that so that people realize what they have. Whereas I'm like, I know what I have. I am perfectly aware of it. I appreciate it. Fight. We talk 6 times.
Well, that was good. Tired Nation. I'm just gonna remember these 4 letters. WWMD. What would Mark do? And live by that saying. Hashtag it. Just get it out there, friends. And Mark is the 780. Are you 780 in Sherwood Park these days? Are you 780? So he's the 780 God. I've coined him the 780 God. Megan, advice to me, but maybe not right directly to me. Maybe to like a friend of mine once said. That would, damper the blow. What's your advice to new dads, struggling dads of 3 kids that have a podcast now or something? What could they do better?
Well, I wouldn't want to swap you. I was just joking. But I think something that I feel like this is kind of marriage counseling right now, but that's okay. Something that I've learned and I have learned is that I know it says happy wife, happy life, but also just happy spouse, happy marriage.
Mouse?
So
no,
something
marriage.
You want to make sure that your spouse is happy doing whatever they want to do. So if it's doing this podcast, I will be supportive and I will be happy for you. And just because I know that anything that I do and anything I want to do, you're supportive of me too.
Shout out Masters. Shout out soon to be a master of her own education domain. That's for Seinfeld fans out there. Now, that pretty much puts like an exclamation point on this episode 15. And maybe it was a little bit glitchy. Maybe there was some like little, but that's life. That's life. It's not perfect. So all them fancy pants podcasts out there, you gotta learn to have some glitches along the way. And more importantly, you need some really amazing women on your podcast from time to time. Not all the time, because then it's just at home and they're telling us what to do all the time. But we like that. We like that stuff, because without them, we are lost. So, Lyndsi, I just want to say a big thank you for joining us tonight. I know it cut into marbles a little bit, but you're going to be back in the game, no problem, right away.
Yeah. Well, thank you so much for having me. This was a lot of fun.
It was, right?
And congrats on the podcast.
Well, thank you so much. Can we say we might be able to do this again?
Absolutely.
All right, I'll see you tomorrow. I'm just kidding. Oh my God. I need more coffee for this. Megan, how did she go tonight?
It was lots of fun. I smiled the whole time. I finished another apricot, so life is good.
Responsibly for my Griffins. She responsibly finished it.
It's
11:30. I'm proud of you, Megan. You made it past 11 o'clock for the first time in like this new moon or whatever we're in these days. So I'm proud of you, Bae. I'm proud of you. That's what the kids. I think the kids still say that at school. If not, they'll make fun of me. They always do. But I got to start wrapping things up here. And as always, we got to remember to take care of each other in these times. Virtual hugs and high fives, those go a long way. And you got to remember to wash your hands and sanitize and wear your masks if you need to, just like Meg and Jayme there. And as my man Kenny Omega always says, goodbye and good night. Bang! Bye, y'all.